Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Raw is War live in Birmingham, Alabama. It is time to get down to business as we just saw Ken Shamrock defeat Road Dogg Jesse James. And now it's time to move on. It's time to see the man of the hour. They are here, ladies and gentlemen. The new and improved Corporation. Last week we saw the debut of this man here in the WWF. The so-called Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. He is the newest member of the Corporation. After making an appearance last week, taking out his own cousin, taking out his own flesh and blood in The Rock. He is here. He has joined forces with Shane McMahon, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and the Big Boss Man in the Corporation. And this iteration of the Corporation might be the most dangerous version yet. We've already seen the changes happening within this faction. Like I said last week, we saw it 2 weeks ago. Shane McMahon exclude Vince McMahon from the Corporation for good. And then, as you saw last week, Roman Reigns was introduced to assault The Rock. It was also 2 weeks ago where the Corporation excluded The Rock because they claimed they were embarrassed that he lost the WWF Championship to Mick Foley back at Breakdown last month. And it seems like Roman Reigns is back and he means business right here on Raw is War, here in the WWF. It's going to be kind of insane to see what he can do here on Raw. Roman Reigns, coming from that famous Samoan bloodline, the Samoan family that draws back decades and generations, dating back to the Wild Samoans, Hoffa and Sika. This bloodline does not end that easily. The history of this family goes all the way back, and now they've joined forces with the Corporation, with the devil himself, Shane McMahon. Last week they sent Big Boss Man after The Rock. The Rock got a victory over Big Boss Man, but it was Roman Reigns, Triple H, and Shane McMahon that had the last laugh. In the end, they've left The Rock lying, looking up at the lights for the past 2 weeks in a row. And now this week, they are here along with Stephanie, the women's champion. What does the Corporation have to say?
Birmingham, acknowledge me. The world is wondering why I targeted my own family last week, but it's as simple as this. It is just like Triple H was saying last week. The Rock lost his WWF Championship to Mick Foley of all people. Mick Foley, the guy who is a shell of his former self, a guy who has been washed ever since Terry Funk kicked him to the curb. But no need to worry, because I plan on handling Mick Foley at No Way Out, and I plan on bringing that title back into the Corporation to make myself and the higher power happy. We got rid of the boat anchor and Vince McMahon and my cousin last week. Next up is Mick Foley.
Some harsh words from our Tribal Chief. And wait a second. Wait just a minute. That is the music of the Big Oos, Rikishi, and he's got the Corporation's attention, and he is here, and he's storming down the ring, staring right at Roman Reigns. Rikishi's another member of the Samoan family, that historic family, and he's here seemingly to confront the Corporation and confront Roman Reigns. Because what Reigns did last week was awful. as Rikishi gets right into the big dog's face.
What the hell has gotten into you, Joe? You beat down your own flesh and blood last week. Rocky is family man. What has gotten into you?
Understandably upset. I'm wondering the same thing.
It's time for you and the rest of the family to fall in line and understand that I'm the head of the table of our bloodline, and our bloodline is now partnered with the corporation, like it or not. It's time for you to face facts and acknowledge me.
Your uncles wouldn't appreciate this, Roman, and you know it. This isn't right, ooze.
Seems like you aren't falling in line, which is why it pains me I have to do this. Before I do this, I want you to know I love you.
What does Roman mean by that? And oh no, wait a minute, come on! Come on, damn it, no! No, the guillotine locked in on Rikishi! This is just despicable! This is too far! Roman Reigns, for the second week in a row, attacking another member of his family. This is his flesh and blood. Guillotine locked in on the Big Oos. Rikishi is trapped with nowhere to go. And this crowd here in Birmingham also showing their displeasure, and I understand why. This is just awful. Rikishi is stuck in the guillotine. Reigns is gonna make him pass out. He wants the entire WWF roster to acknowledge him and the corporation. This man has turned into an absolute piece of crap. This is just despicable. I just cannot believe how Reigns has been acting. Finally, let's go. And now Triple H. Come on. Triple H gonna throw him out of the ring like he's a piece of garbage. This is too much. To your own family, damn it.
Hey, you jabronis up here. I got something for you guys that you might want to see. You see, The Rock has a problem with you pieces of monkey trash. Roman Reigns, you want to take The Rock's spot in the corporation? Well, you can have it because, like I said last week, The Rock doesn't need the corporation. The corporation needs The Rock. You guys want to make fun of Mick Foley. At least Mick has integrity, unlike you, Rudy Poos. You attacked The Rock last week and you targeted The Rock's family just now. So now I've got something you guys have close to your hearts in your lackey Big Boss Man. You guys made a terrible mistake targeting the most electrifying man in all of sports entertainment, so now you will pay, and The Rock will have the last laugh when it's all said and done. You want Boss Man? Come and get him.
Oh man, and now The Rock has the Big Boss Man in his grasp. It looks like he's trying to get back at the corporation. I mean, I don't blame The Rock after what just happened to Rikishi. And now The Rock turns his attention to Big Boss Man. Oh my goodness. Right into the windshield of the car. Boss Man all bloodied up, and he gets thrown right into that windshield. Back first. The Rock means business, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to take the fight to the corporation. The Brahma Bull sticking up for himself, sending a message to the corporation.
There's a lot of chit-chat lately from people questioning my ability to be the WWF champion, and that's fine. I'm going to let my actions do the talking. After having to dig deep after Terry Funk turned on me and broke my heart, I found the will within me to beat the Rocket Breakdown to become champion. It seems the corporation don't take me seriously, and that's fine. As the WWF champion, it is my duty to go out there for all those screaming fans, give them a show, and give it my all, defending this title with dignity. So whoever wants to challenge for my title can step up and do so. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Rocky, Roman Reigns, Triple H, Big Show, Chris Jericho, or Vader. Speaking of Vader, I saw what you did to British Bulldog at Breakdown, putting him out of action, then claimed you want a piece of the champ. Well, then show up. People, it's time to put up or shut up. The time for talking is over.
The World Wrestling Federation champion means business, folks. He's taking on all comers. He doesn't care.
Man, I really need and want that title shot against Mick Foley. I need to prove I belong here. Rock isn't better than me, Roman isn't better than me, and Triple H certainly isn't better than me.
Hold on there, S.A. I couldn't help but hear you wanted a shot at Mick Foley, but with all due respect, you couldn't even get a shot at my European title. So what makes you think you deserve a shot at the WWF title?
Well, if you haven't noticed around here, Guerrero, this right here is Raw, is Jericho, and I've got high-quality wins. So maybe you should watch who you're talking to around here, Junior.
Take it easy, Holmes. I'm just saying, man, it might not be the best idea, but either way, it wouldn't be the first time you have failed in a major wrestling promotion. You ain't ready for any title shots, S.A., and that's that.
Well, I'll tell you what, next week I'll beat Roman, then at No Way Out I'll beat Foley, and then I'll beat you and be double champion. Great solution, thanks, Eddie. Remember whose show this is, or you'll make an ass clown out of yourself.
Tensions are just reaching a boiling point, ladies and gentlemen, with all the superstars on Raw's War. And it seems like Chris Jericho might want not only a WWF title shot against Mick Foley, but perhaps he also wants a European title shot against Eddie Guerrero. That's an interesting find. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready, because next episode we're going to see a #1 contenders match between the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, the new leader of the corporation, take on Chris Jericho. The winner will become the #1 contender for Mick Foley's WWF title at No Way Out. Who will Foley's first title defense be against? We'll find out next episode.